Record. Cepat. Dah
Jom. Okay.
Dah ikut kan? Okay. Good afternoon to all. Okay, so today we wanted to present our financing analysis. Okay, so this assignment is an analysis of the financial operations and performance of the four companies which are ARZB, Gamuda Berhad, Pohab Constructions, and WCT Berhad for the year of 2018 and 2017. This report will provide an assessment and analysis of the liquidity ratios, efficiency ratios, leverage ratios, and profitability ratios for all the four companies that is using figures from the financial statements and income statement for the year of 2018 and 2017. In the analysis, financial ratios were used to gain a critical review of the specific areas of assessment of the company's performance. So we have four companies that we choose, which are WCT Berhad, ZRB, Pohab Construction, and Gamuda Berhad. So let's start with the company's background. So we'll start with ZRB. So what is ZRB? ZRB is Ahmad Zaki Resources Berhad, or the group, headquartered in Kuala Lumpur and was incorporated on 26 May 1997 and was listed on Bursa Malaysia since June 1999. So next is Pohab Construction. Pohab Construction Company was co-founded in 1960 by Mr. Lau Chi. It has grown to become one of the largest companies in construction and related services in Malaysia. So third is Gamuda Berhad. So it established in 1995. Gamuda Land is the property development arm of Gamuda Berhad, the leading engineering, construction and infrastructure group in Malaysia and one of Asia's premier companies. And last but not least is WCT Berhad. The WCT Group was first established with the incorporation of WCT Earthworks and Building Contractors Sendirian Berhad on 14 January 1981 and subsequently changed to its current name WCT Berhad or WCTB. So let's move on with first ratio, which is liquidity ratio. So we start for the current ratio. The current ratio is a liquidity ratio that measures a company ability to pay short-term creditors. So this is the graph that we have analyzed from 2017 and 2018. So analysis, generally the higher current ratio, the more liquid the firm is considered to be. The current ratio for company Berhad is the highest, which is the company able to pay short-term obligation on time for 2 years financial report. So next is quick ratio, which is also in liquidity ratio. So what is quick ratio? Quick ratio is the measures the ability of a company to pay its current liabilities when they come due with only quick assets. So this is our graph analysis for quick ratio in 2017 and 2018.
Okay. For this one is for leverage ratio, slide 11. leverage ratio. This ratio either compare debt or equity to assets as well as shares outstanding to measure the true value of the equity in the business. In other words, the financial leverage ratio measure the overall debt load of a company and compare it with the asset or equity debt ratio. They have a two debt ratio and time interest earn ratio. The leverage ratio, the debt ratio. Debt ratio is a measure a firm's total liabilities as a percentage of its total assets. In a sense, the debt ratio shows a company's ability to pay off its liabilities with its assets. So in the graph, we can see the ZRB is the highest debt ratio, which is the for 2017 they have a 88%, and then the 2018 ZRB have 89% for debt ratio. For the Hohok construction, they have 61% for 2017 and 65% for 2018. The Gamuda Berhad got the 52% for 2017 and 50% for 2018, and the WCT Berhad is 62% and the 2018 is 63%. So we can see at the graph, which is the highest is ZRB and the lowest is Gamuda Berhad. So the analysis, when the debt ratio is low, principal and interest payments don't command such a large portion of the company's cash flow, and the company is not as sensitive to changes in the business or interest rate from this perspective. However, low debt ratio may indicate company has an opportunity to use the leverage as a means of responsibility growing in the business that is not taking advantage of. Here company Gamuda Berhad is more acceptable, which is the lowest compared to the other company. The leverage ratio, also the time interest earn ratio, measure a company's ability to meet its debt obligation. The formula is time interest. Time interest is EBIT divide time interest. So we can see at the graph, which is the Gamuda Berhad is the highest time interest earned, which is 48 times for 2017, and then the 2018 is 83 times. So the analysis is generally ratio of 2 or higher is considered adequate to protect the creditor's interest in the firm. A ratio less than 1 means the company is likely to have problem to pay interest. So the company Gamuda Berhad is acceptable. Next.
Financial analysis activity ratio measure how will companies utilize their asset to generate income. Activity ratio often look at the time it takes companies to collect cash from customer or the time to take companies to convert inventory into cash. In other words, make sales. These ratios are used by management to help improve the company as well as outside investor and creditor. Looking at the operation or profitability of the company, the average collection and total asset turnover. Firstly, the average collection period, the approximate amount of time that it takes for a business to receive payment award in terms of receivable from customer or client. The formula of average collection period is accounts receivable divided by daily sales. The graph average collection shows firstly, in SZRB companies in 2017, 234 and 2018 is 177. And the Hohak construction in 2017 is 96 and 2018 is 125. The Gamuda Berhad in 2017 is 219 and 2018 510 and WCT Berhad 2017 is 92 and 2018 is 100. Analysis from the graph is effective account receivable management practice lead to timely customer collection. The company WCT Berhad showed it have the lower ratio and it showed that the company can collect fast. Secondly, total asset turnover, the ratio of the value of a company's sale or revenue generally relative to the value of its assets. The formula of total asset turnover is sale divided by total sale. The graph shows total asset turnover. The highest from the company is WTC Berhad 2017 2.24 and 2018 2.61. Higher ratio is preferred as it indicates better efficiency in managing the resources of the management control over investment in asset. WCT Berhad has the higher ratio. Next, financial analysis. Profitability ratio are calculated to measure the operating efficiency of the company. Generally, two major types of profitability ratio are calculated or profitability relation. Firstly, operating profit margin and secondly, return on asset. Operating profit margin, profitability or performance ratio that reflects the percentage of profit a company produces from its operation period to subtracting tax and interest charge. The formula is operating profit margins is operating profit EBIT divided by sales. The analysis from the graph operating margin ratio show whether the fixed costs are too high for the production or sale volume. High or increasing margin is preferred because it is operating margin increasing. The company is earning more per RM of sale. Here, Gamuda Berhad have the highest ratio, which is good for the companies.
So under profitability ratio, there is also return on asset. Return on asset means measure and assess how efficiently the company's assets are being used. The main indicators to measure the efficiency of assets in this ratio are net income and also total asset. The return on asset equals to earnings after tax over total assets. So the analysis is the greater a company's earning in proportion to its assets and the greater the coefficient from his calculation, the more effectively the company is said to be using its asset. So we can see that whole hub construction is acceptable because on 2017 it has 3% return of asset and also 2018 it has 4.3% return of asset. Okay, next is market ratio. Market ratio measure investor response to owning a company's stock and also the cost of issuing stock. They are concerned with the return on investment for shareholders and with the relationship between return and the value of an investment in company share. There are two things under market ratio, which is dividend payout ratio and price earnings ratio. Under dividend payout ratio is the amount of dividend that a company gives out to its shareholders out of its current earnings. Dividend payout ratio equals to dividends per share over earnings per share. So the analysis for the graph is the higher dividend share is good for the company, which is showing the shareholder can get the more dividend. Here, the highest dividend for the company is AZRB, which is 7 on 2017 and also 3 on 2018. Next is price earnings ratio, the ratio for valuing a company that measures its current share price relative to its per share earnings, EPS. This price earnings ratio is also sometimes known as the price multiple or the earnings multiple. Price earning equals to market price per share equals over earnings per share. For the analysis, the higher price earning ratio indicates that the company has a good share price. Therefore, the higher PE ratio is AZRB company for 2018. So The conclusion is for all ratio for the companies on sided to Gabuna Berhad because Gabuna Berhad have meet the criteria for each ratios even for 2017 and also 2018. The ratio for Gabuna Berhad is acceptable compared to the other companies. It shows that Gabuna Berhad can fulfill all the obligation for each requirement. So that's all from us. Thank you.